In Coronation Street, the tension surrounding the case of evil solicitor Joel Deering, played by Callum Lill, continues to escalate, leaving Dee-Dee Bailey, Chanique Sterling Brown, fearing the worst after an unexpected development. Joel's recent actions have shocked Weatherfield, particularly after he was finally charged for his role in procuring dangerous pills that induced Lauren Bolton's, Kate Fitton, early labor, endangering her baby, Frankie. While this charge marks a significant step toward justice, Dee-Dee knows all too well that the road to putting Joel behind bars is far from over. The sinister solicitor's criminal behavior was finally exposed when DS Lisa Swain, Vicky Myers, gathered enough evidence to charge him. Joel had manipulated Swain's daughter, Betsy, Sidney Martin, into acquiring pills that caused Lauren's early labor. This left Lauren's baby, Frankie, fighting for his life. Overcome with guilt after learning the effect her actions had on Lauren and her baby, Betsy confided in Carla Allison King and her mother about what Joel had forced her to do. The breakthrough in the case came when DS Swain managed to access a recorded phone call Betsy had made to the medical company, in which Joel's voice could clearly be heard. Although this charge is just one of Joel's many crimes, it offers a glimmer of hope for justice. However, Dee-Dee, who was once engaged to Joel, understands the complexity of the legal process. She knows that it will take more than one charge to fully bring Joel to justice, and until then, he remains free on bail. The situation took an unexpected turn in the episode that aired on Monday, September 23, when Joel made another attempt to manipulate Dee-Dee. He persistently tried to convince her to reconsider marrying him, despite everything he had done. Dee-Dee, of course, rejected his advances, but Joel was relentless, refusing to listen to her pleas for him to leave her alone. His persistence led to a heated confrontation, which was witnessed by Dee-Dee's father, Ed, Trevor, Michael Georges, and uncle, Ronnie Vinta Morgan. Seeing how upset Joel was making Dee-Dee, Ed, and Ronnie intervened to send Joel on his way. While Dee-Dee appreciated their support, their reaction only made matters worse. Ronnie, filled with rage, even suggested breaking Joel's legs, but Ed had a different plan in mind. Unfortunately, Ed's plan wasn't much better. He decided to provoke Joel into attacking him, while Ronnie hid behind a railing, ready to record the altercation on his phone as evidence. However, Joel quickly realized what was happening. He isn't stupid, and he saw right through Ed and Ronnie's attempt to trap him. Enraged, Ronnie grabbed Joel and slammed him against a wall. A crowd began to gather, and Joel seized the opportunity to play the victim, calling out for help in a feeble voice that made it seem as though he was being unfairly attacked. Faced with onlookers and the possibility of a legal backlash, Ronnie was forced to let Joel go. Later, Ed and Ronnie debated what to do next, feeling that their attempt to teach Joel a lesson had failed. When Dee-Dee noticed her father and uncle acting suspiciously, she pressed them for an explanation. After learning what had happened, she was furious. Dee-Dee knew that their actions could have jeopardized the case against Joel, especially with witnesses present who had seen their aggressive behavior. Joel, ever the manipulative lawyer, could easily twist the situation to make it seem like the Bailey family had a personal vendetta against him, further complicating Dee-Dee's fight for justice. Despite Ed's admission that they had made a mistake, he remained determined to find a way to make it ok. However, Dee-Dee warned him that any further attempts to take matters into their own hands could backfire and harm the case against Joel even more. Ed, wanting to protect his daughter, is determined to fix the situation, but his actions might end up making things worse if he doesn't heed Dee-Dee's advice. As the tension builds, Dee-Dee finds herself increasingly worried that Joel's cunning tactics and her family's impulsive actions could derail the case. Joel knows how to play the legal system, and any misstep could give him the opportunity to evade justice once again. With emotions running high and the stakes even higher, Dee-Dee faces an uphill battle as she fights to hold Joel accountable for his crimes. Whether her father and uncle's attempts to help will ultimately harm or hinder the case remains to be seen, but for Dee-Dee, The fear of losing her chance at justice is becoming all too real.